3 different party setups. That's something I do like with this setup. And we're off. We'll see what that first level magic is going to look like. White magic. We have Life 2, Heal 3, Cure 4. That white mage's going to be putting in some work.
Wow. What did you do?
Well, what I did was give them absolutely nothing offensive.
They got lit.
Lit 1. Warp is always great. Not really a good level 1 magic. You don't need it that much.
This is going to be an excellent test of these runner skills, as we have 4 very talented runners here. Spellzap, frequently winning tournaments, up-and-coming runner, joined the community less than a year ago. Sho Fukamachi, who's one of the old-school vets, has raced over 500 times in Final Fantasy Randomizer. Asher 1611, another runner that came around the same time as Spellzap, and has just been proven to be really, really good in the past few months. Really sort of came into his own and just started crushing folks after he came back from a break from the game. And Burt Reynolds, one of the newest members to join the community, he's already in the top 20 in the SRL points. So this is going to be pretty exciting.
And Spellzap showing why he beat me in co-op. He's already in Topher, well ahead of everybody else. Saw him pick up that lit, he picked up a warp, picked up a cabin, knows exactly what he's doing, has a couple of scimitars, and we're going to see what Garland has for us.
Don't feel bad, he beat me in co-op too, with his partner Danny.
It'd be a shame if Garland had... Oh, and there you go. Landed his stun, knows exactly what he's doing. I don't like Spellzap.
He got the stun off, and dang, the thief gets it done with a big swing. And we're going to get our first look at our key items here. We got an Oxyel from the King and Tail. Okay, so we're going to get some free ninjas once we get that airship.
Tail's good. Oxyale's kind of scary. Town Shuffle's on, so Onrak could be in this intercontinent, and that opens up a ton of chests, and you have lit 1.
Yep, as far as the incentivized locations, we got the standard Ice Ordeals Marsh, no incentive Fiend Dungeon, Titan's Trove, no locked doors are incentivized. We do have an Opal Bracelet thrown into the pool just to keep our runners guessing, so something's going to be skippable for sure.
Yeah, you never say no to the Opal Bracelet, but you definitely don't want to spend a lot of time going to Ordeals or something for nothing but that Opal Bracelet. And yes, I am the Demon Frug tonight.
I love the Demon Frug. Alright, so what do we got? We got Sho Fukamachi making everybody making their runs through Topher as Spellzap's walking on up to see what the 3 boxes in Matoya's closet had.
Yep, that Mazmoon. Okay. We need to re-roll this. I don't like where this is going.
We got to let's get in the SRL chat and see if the folks are ready to re-roll this. So the fun thing about incentive Masa, or not incentive Masa, I'm sorry, an early Masa in Matoya is every runner is going to find that. Every runner will find that once they get the crystal. Not every runner is going to run up and check Matoya right out the bat, though.
I did miss pro rings in the Corneria armor shop. 17 grand, a little out of the price range now, but always good to know where that is nice and early.
Absolutely. And Spellzap continues making work of that stun spell, stun locking creeps as he walks over to provoke it.
And normally you'd think, oh, I'll just kill the pirates, get some experience, level 2 magic. That's not guaranteed. We're about to see Provoker roll today. Provoke, I can't.
These shuffle towns feel real cool. At least it's a palette swap town when it happens. We got some blue trees, and we got Fire 3 and Quad X and Brack.
Alright, yeah, that's the offense they were looking for. Spellzap not even bothering to check white magic. We'll go ahead and see what that is. Probably after this pirate.
Yep, triple weight, and here comes Cece with the Fire 3 once she stops getting punched by pirates. Will she stop getting punched by pirates?
Gets it off, alright.
Literally burning down the pirates. It's a horrific scene in Provoca today as 9 pirates are just lit aflame in the middle of the town square. Children still talk about the screams. As we Bicky hands over his precious jewel, the ruby, which could be a thing. We got a slab for.
I always like seeing Ruby required. That's why I really do enjoy the Titan's Trove map edit that moves the Titan to block those 4 chests. We also have a flag to make one of those chests incentivized to require the Ruby to get to it.
And here comes Sho Fukamache up into Matoi's cave. He's going to get his Masa. Looks like Burt Reynolds skipped it, and Asher picked it up as well. I missed that. So Asher must have grabbed it while Spellzap was burning people alive in Provoca.
Yeah, Spellzap, I mean, you can see why he's just such a monster runner. He's already back to Corneria, and the other runners just making it to Provoca for the first time. They're still looking for that first little mode of transportation. Canoe or ship, something's got to show up here between Elfland, Dwarf Cave, Marsh Cave.
Yep.
Iron armor, not bad, and a little bit of money. Not what they wanted, but iron armor is actually pretty good to find this early, especially when they got nothing else.
Yep, so it looks like we're going into the incentivized Marsh Cave. We do have a level 1 warp, so that Marsh Cave isn't too terrifying. All we got to do is get down to that wizard box.
Yep, Fire 3 and Warp, low level. As long as there's nothing nasty, that should be pretty doable.
Chat pointing out that Spellzap and Burt both well, it looks like Asher too running the thief up front, lowering their chance to be ambushed. So, or they're just trying to kill them off.
Yep, lowers chance of ambush, increases chance of first strikes. We got Melmond at Elfland, so that slab that was available in Provoca is on the table to be translated. So now we need to find where Lafine is going to fall. We know they're only going to have that level 1 and level 2 magic to get through their Marsh Cave.
And Bert's doing it. I was going to say, so Bert frequently in the Discord chat talks about doing a pop grind, and here he goes. He's got Fire 3. I didn't see if he picked up any houses, but it looks like he might do a little pop grind, get a little bit of money, and circle back and buy that slab, which could save him some time if Lafane rolls into the Melmont or the Crescent Lake location, or even Onrak. He's going to be the first one to get that slab, if this goes well.
Yep, just a couple of fights will get him some levels, good amount of money. Only 1 Zombo. Kind of feel bad rolling that. Try and brack. Don't think that's... May as well have tried the Fire 3 there, if personally speaking, but...
Yeah, Fire 3 would have burnt him down, or that incentive Masa would have been perfect for this fight. But resets out and is going to try.
Yeah, it's a bit of a... Oh, there we go. That's what you want to see when you got Fire 3 nice and low.
Yeah,
one cast is 148. I saw still took 1 out, so they rolled pretty nice. Level 7, bunch of money.
Yep, that'll do it. Now, cabin and we'll walk home. Oh, he's got to keep going. Okay. Yeah, you got an amp. I mean, this might pay off for Burt in the long run. He's going to lose a little bit of time here on the other runners, but he's going to get that slab early, and he's going to have some early levels to make that Marsh Cave even easier.
Yeah, we still don't have a very clear path forward, so who knows how hard it's going to be. That very well could pay off. We got top of Marsh having a heal.
Solid 2d4 plus 2 healing. It's pretty good. Pretty good find. Or 30 hit points, you know, if you're not playing 5e. Silver Hat's pretty cool.
A little bit of money, and he's opting to walk it out, even despite having the warp. Yeah, it really depends on what is that drop tile for the wizard chest. Fire 3 is good and all, but if you roll the wrong thing, you roll some red D's as the guard in that chest.
That could be pretty nice too, or if it was Frosties. Make me want to go to Wendy's.
Be right back.
Are you going to Wendy's? Can you give me a Baconator? With extra Cheesinator? Oh!
I don't even know what to do with that. Alright, so now we got... And the thing is we know we have 2 loose... Well, we don't know the canoe is required. It almost certainly is. So we can't just beeline to that incentive chest. I haven't seen anything so far in Marsh looking nasty, but down here on this bottom floor, you have a few more monsters that don't show up on the first 2 floors. We'll see if anything here rolls bad.
And Bert grabs his slab.
Okay, Gargoyles rolled 2 or 3 hits, it looked like, and took down a couple people, but life too early. And that's why you can't skip any chests. Loose canoe in Marsh.
Advantage Asher early. I don't think Spellzap checked that box. And now Bert's gonna get his Masa. So about 7 minutes behind Spellzap on the Masa pickup, but he's already got the slab. So all our runners with that early Masa gonna make quick work of any one enemy encounters for sure.
Yeah. Spellzap went to the top of Marsh. I'd be shocked if he didn't check all of the available chests here. And it looks like that is a pretty spicy trap tile. Vampires Vamps with Fire 3. Taking out the Black Mage. They are hitting kind of hard.
We got that level 1 life 3, or life 2 on H2O.
Life 3 AoE.
That would be amazing. Like an in-combat life spell. We need the devs to get on that. And it's a ship in a box.
Doesn't do us too much just yet.
Well, with that paired with the canoe, we could wait. Is the canal?
Oh,
where's the canal?
Oh, nope. They have canal, so that does open up stuff that wasn't there before. My apologies.
Yep,
that actually opens up quite a bit.
Yeah, we have access to everything but Gaia and Lefane.
Which now will be with 1 loose floating around. You have access to pretty much everything. We're gonna probably see quite a bit of divergence. You got challenge you can check. You got all kinds of dungeons you can check.
Well, I would imagine Spellzap is going to check the incentive locations first. So I would imagine there's going to be an Ordeals play, possibly like into the waterfall, check the on-rack town, or some combination thereof. I've watched Bert do a few runs before. Something tells me he's going to try to do ice. I mean, we got the level 1 warp and the fire 3, which will make it a little bit easier to get through there. Show, I would imagine, is going to probably do something similar to Spellzap, and I'm be willing to bet money that Asher's going to go to Ordeals. He's been doing a lot of research for the spring tournament flags, and we found, with regard to some things, Ordeals often is the right play. So this is going to be fun. You're right. We're going to get some route divergence for sure.
Yeah, level 1 warp makes that real appealing. It's got a bunch of trap chests, or trap tiles that you can use to maybe grind.
A big advantage here for Bert would be Lefane rolling into Melmond or in the Crescent Lake location, as he's the only one that's going to be able to immediately check what the Lefanians are holding on to.
And we got a raid. Thank you, DM Stewart, for bringing in a couple of people with you. Yeah, with that canoe in the ship and the free canal, the world's their oyster. It all depends on what they're going to prioritize. Looking for towns, looking for that last loose, checking do they feel comfortable doing, and Ordeals with like essentially no armor or just like a little bit they've picked up. You can see Spellzap not looking in a very good place right now.
Asher's already to Crescent Lake, so we found unrunnable giants, but he's already made it to the Crescent Lake town check. Not having the problems that Spellzap's having getting out of Marsh, because it looks like Cece and Danny were taken out by the vampires and lost his warp chart.
You got Shofukumashi up in your upper right, stacking fog, trying to weather the storm, get these vampires down with that fire 3. Takes his black mage down. What has he got? Nothing left. Try it again.
Feels bad. Feels real bad because here comes Asher just scooting around the inner sea here, headed back up to Revoca, probably going to pick up that slab in the item shop. I wonder if he's going to do like a little sneaky backdoor ice cave check.
Ice, with the lack of armor, I would really hope to find some silver bracelets or something somewhere before doing that personally, but I don't usually make it to the bracket rounds, so I wouldn't really listen to me.
Here comes Spellzap following Asher and to come in to check the... Oh, to pick his players back up and then go get that slab.
Oh yeah, Spellzap apparently was really low on money, topping up that really strong black magic. And just Fog 2 in the level 2 white magic, which isn't bad. You prefer to see Invisible 2, but any port to Storm.
I want to call out Burt Reynolds running the gamble party here. He's got Thief, Double Red, Black Mage. Everyone else is running a fighter, running that safety, but we got the duck in the pond, running the risky party comp. I love it, and I'm proud of you, Burt.
Yeah, and the magic so far from the first couple levels, he's actually gonna. Oh, but those vampires are taking him down. Miss. Oh, is he out of fire charges on the? He's out of fire charges on the red mage.
Yeah, that's the sad thing about the red mages. It's not going to get as many slots as the black mages, but it's still a fun party comp, and I love to see it.
Yeah, double red black gives you a lot of offense since red mage can learn everything of the first 4 levels, and those are really your workhorse levels for black magic.
So Asher, I missed the town check at Melmond. But Asher doing the ruby check, gonna find out what Grandpa's holding on to.
It was on rack, and we do have Oxiel, and we have a lot of chests in Sea Shrine that we could find. We got a flame sword pickup. That's not too bad. Black shirt. That's what you want. And a Thor hammer leading into Onrak. That's not too bad. You can maybe put that to some use. You got Brack, you got a Thor hammer, you got Blackshirt, you see right now.
We're set up to start lowering this party comp down to a pretty sizable 3-man group.
Yeah, and finding that early Mazman, for going back to Burt Reynolds running the Thief, that early Massa, that Thief now can put the damage out. So he has easily the highest octane party, but you see, with that wipe earlier, that's what you're going to run into.
Come on, Burt, get that turn order. Burn these pirates down.
And we're going to see Sarda has an herb, so we do have a fetch quest that can turn into something else.
He gets through, and his party's instantly level 11. Only lost the Thief. That is a blessing in disguise if he keeps nobody.
And deciding to cut and run, not check the other chests. He did get the canoe, got the ship. I don't think there was anything else of note in those last bit of chests.
Now, I forget the chest to the right, but the upper right chest was a pure potion. So, nothing 60, 70 gold can't buy.
I mean, got an interesting play on Asher's side, checking, and this is something I like to do, is check on that first floor earth. There's 3 different trap tiles there, looking for anything that might give him a little bit of experience, and I think he found it. That was a grind tile I just saw.
I missed it. What was it?
It was the Zombie D Whiz-Vamp pack on the second trap tile in the Hall of Giants.
Ooh, that is a fun one.
Low level fire, bunch of undead.
And we got warp, so we don't need to walk out of there.
Yeah, I would be tempted, progressive orb or not. That is a great tile with Fire 3 that low. Get up to mid-teens almost on that right now and make this early game a breeze.
Spells
But
out, skipping it.
Yep, and like I said, we already have that that Divergence. Asher in that neck of the woods saying, "Now I'll check the top level of Earth." And if he decides to take that grind tile, that may pay off dividends for him. We got Shofukamachi going ahead looking like he's hitting either volcano or ice. Spells Up's in the middle of the ocean. I have no idea where he's going.
He's doing his best. This Spells Up guy's he's pretty good at this game, I hear.
Rabble. Alright, so Sho deciding to hit up chest density. Going to volcano. Still got one loose.
He doesn't have the information about Onrak at Melmond, but Spellzap's making the play to Ordeals. I can feel it in my bones, and I can tell because he's sailing south. Zombie D is a little thicker than we'd like to see, but slowly getting it done. And blinking he missed him. Bert's already at Titan Stroke, so he's catching up. His struggles in Marsh have ended, and he's running now because he didn't have to double back to Provoca to pick up that slab. He already had. Spells that making me a liar. Gonna turn in that herb first.
Yeah, before you get too far out, I agree with that. And for Shofukamachi, yeah, lots of chests here. Oh, just the chain continues. There's so many chests here in Volcano. Bunch of trap tiles. I don't know that how only having Fire 3 as my offensive option that if anything is unrunnable, he might be in a bit of trouble, but we'll see if he can get through it. Maybe check this top level, get some money, get some gear.
It's a bold move, Demon Frug.
And like I said, there's Asher. He saw that tile. He checked the rest of Earth, came back. All right, yeah, I'm definitely gonna sit here for a bit.
Spellzap making his way to Marsh. Burt Reynolds gets his Sea Shrine starter pack, and Shofukamachi finds the grind of all grinds here. 4 Agamas go down to 1. Oh, they got the Invis too. They came prepared.
Yeah, that's like, all right. You got Fire 2 and a Mazmoon, so I'm gonna Invisible 2 times 4.
They're gonna get if they roll right and got turn order, they could
Oh, they got Rub.
They could get an evade capped in 1 round.
Never mind. Abort.
Luckily, they're runnable, and we have level 1 life too.
All right, so that Sarda item herb to TNT to loot, so that was a required chain. Feels bad not doing that with key in hand to check the that locked dwarf room, but so we got one piece of the Topher puzzle. And
$20 says key is in Ordeals or comes from Ordeals. That's what I'm going with.
So far, everyone, even though they have that Oxy, there's lots of chests. Just staying away from sea.
I mean, Thor and Blackshirt are really nice to find, but Fire 3 isn't the most encouraging spell to dive sea with, but you do have Brack, so you'd be able to clear it and get that 25% XP, and we found Lefane in Onrak. Spellzap gonna find out what that vendor slab comes for, and it's a crown. So hop back in this, turn around lads, we're going right back to Northwest Castle.
Well, good to get it out of the way. But I don't know, just the Onrak showing up pretty early, Oxyel being given to you. I feel like it's whispering to you. And there we go, Bert. There you go, Bert.
That's what I like to see about these ducks. They're doing the thing.
I don't know that it's now. I will fully say I don't know that it's the right thing. It is a thing though.
I'm so pumped for Bert right now.
And again, he took that little early grind. I don't know that's enough to necessarily get him through all of C, but with warp you can check all the way down mermaids, warp out and up, and if you're feeling gutsy enough, yeah, you got Brock. You can do this.
Ain't afraid of no ghosts. He got fire 3. Let's go. Spells that walking around through a very confused waterfall.
Yeah, that courtesy of Leggy Starscream, one of our developers, ProcGen Waterfall. We have ProcGen Earth 1 and 2, which I still think it's 95% there. I think we've had a couple of issues with it not generating correctly, and nobody encouraged Leggy for ProcGen ordeals. We don't want that. No.
I want ProcGen volcano lava floors. not the armory, not the Agama floor, not the carry floor, just those 3 floors in between that are all mixed up anyway.
I found a defense in Volcano Armory. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Sho Fukamache finding the defense sword and the Volcano Armory. You always want to check the armory, but that's not exactly... I mean, it's a wonderful find, but it's not that loose float. And it's not in the mermaids either, so...
Looks like Burton may not... Yeah, he's got the 3 chests on the wraparound to check.
You know what, Demon Frog? It's not a ProcGen waterfall. I just haven't seen the vanilla waterfall in so long. I didn't recognize it, and we got a chime.
Alright, more and more opening up. Tent cabin, nothing. And now you're in that neck of the woods. Do you go check Mirage 1? Do you do it? Oh, Gray Sharks, not quad Xable. Bert trying to get a little cheeky, get some experience out of it. Alright, looks like he did what he could do on right side mermaids. And we'll see if he's if he's gonna go balls to the walls. He is right back to C. Let's do it.
I love it. I love it so much. And Sho is continuing to clear out Volcano. I would imagine he just pulled up a wizard stick. He's gonna go kill Carrie. That's gonna happen. He's got defense. He's got Masa. He shouldn't be afraid. He's
and
got
a ribbon.
He's ready. He's ready for Topher. Let's go.
Yeah, nothing progression-wise, but defense, ribbon, that wizard staff just timed perfectly for Carrie. Since Carrie weak to status, you can confuse her. Yeah, got that Mazza.
Yeah, Sho's definitely going to make the play here and get his first Orblet, in theory. Get some Pro Cape for his efforts, too. That's a nice little find.
Yep, a little extra absorb on your mage is always good. Especially, like I said, I haven't seen anything armor-wise for sale, at least. It's just what you picked up so far. So yeah, I'll take the, what is it, 8 absorb, give or take, I think?
We got Dazzle Lobsters with heal 3 in C, so that's a neat find.
Neat. In the biggest air quotes you can afford.
It's asterisks. And Spell Zap is through the maze here, the teleporter maze in Ordeal. So we're going to get our first look at the 2 spike tiles behind this door and what's in that box. Gurpies, that's not great, but we're here. You know, it's fine.
Sho finding a very appropriate mage staff in Volcano. So we got a bunch of AoE items.
So Spellzap found the armor duo. He's got the best fighter armor and the ice armor, and in the first chest in Ordeals found the dragon armor, the best armor for the knight. And Burt Reynolds finds the other pro cape in C.
And I did pick up the Opal shield, I believe, in Matoya, so you already have a pretty solid fighter absorb setup.
And there's the cube and Ordeals. Sky. Floater in sky.
Yep, so between we know Chime is available, we know Cube is available. Oh, the world is their oyster. Floater can be anywhere.
So, Demon, I know you have a mind for this sort of thing. Oftentimes when I'm watching broadcasts, the commentators would like to talk about the worst possible location for this floater, and I've yet to hear an argument that isn't better than Marshlocked. So right now, with the loadout that our characters have, or our runners have, where could that floater be?
I mean, right now, you're going to put off Sky as long as you can. You don't have the levels, really, or the magic, or the armor to deal with it. So if it's there, you just don't feel comfortable climbing up there. I mean, yeah, Marshlock, you want to put off with Warp. If you got a key early, I could see somebody deciding to make the gamble. I did see on Shove's side another great trap tile. The red D tile on Carrie's floor rolled the 2 Gray Shark, 2 Big Eyes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
If he had that build out from the Titans Trove. But here we go. Asher into Ordeal's going to get his cube and dragon armor as Sho Fukumachi is prepping for carry. Burt Reynolds is making his way down to Kraken. He's only got a few more boxes to check on the Sharknado floor, but the lobsters are giving it to him. He's using that black shirt. Spells Apps into Gaia. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, lobsters, 3 hits. There we go. But I like it. Head against the wall. Either it breaks or I break.
And Carrie just broke Sho. One punched out his fighter, and now we're on to defense and Fire 3 strats. Nope, you're not doing your wizard stick this time, Bren. Here comes Fire 3. You're not going to chip damage Carrie down with fire. And he resets out.
Oh, that is on a full clear. You know there's a lot of good stuff there. That's heartbreaking to know that you got that far.
He's leaving it. He's abandoning the ribbon, the defense, sword, all of it. Just
he pulled the defense out. Defense was on armor. He went out and
but he did not get to keep that ribbon.
Yep, the ribbon unfortunately is left. He knows where it is. He's going to come back when he gets a little bit more. He knows that Carrie is not messing around. Need a little more absorb to handle it. Opting to go ahead and hit up ice.
All right, where's Spells App headed? Getting poisoned by some ogre.
He has crown. I think that he's going to end up trying to.
Okay. And we got a crystal. So that's a vanilla crystal from Astos.
Question in chat. Yeah, I think everybody's had a bit of well, I don't think that Spells App really had much, but maybe a bit of trouble in March.
Yeah, it seemed like everybody but Asher had trouble in Marsh.
Yeah, so Sho's gonna give us our first look at ice. We know that that crystal may be required, but it's not gonna be. We have access to everything we can have access to between the runner.
Right.
I did not see crab cakes if he missed that chest. I was looking at Sho's screen. He may have, hopefully, didn't miss that chest.
He might have checked it on his wipe.
Yeah, he did wipe, so who knows what he remembers. God knows when I wipe, I go, all right, well, I didn't remember a single thing where items are, so I guess he was full clearing again.
Grandma's got some adamant, so this is just tour the inner sea today for Spells app.
And you are praying that you don't see that opal bracelet after all this this time taking this stuff around on foot.
That would be delightful. Especially if the adamant turned into the bottle.
Oh, and we got the I think the exact same lobster pack that got Bert once. He was able to get away this time.
Alright, adamant is opal bracelet.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Eat your Cheerio, Spells app.
You know what? Honestly, this early, like I've been saying, right now, armor is an issue. I mean, it's not what you want, but
Show finds the bottle and ice. And a white shirt. Solid.
yeah, Show's finding all of that really good utility stuff so far. Defense, white shirt, he's got that ribbon.
Bert just bracking the Kraken. Broken.
There we go, and he has to show it off a little bit. I like it. I love it.
Swag Brack. 36 minutes.
And
Bert?
Show with the floater loose in ice.
Oh man, this is anybody's race right now, Demon. Bert gets the 25% boost to XP, and Show gets the ability to fly around. Looks like Spells app's coming for it too, so he'll be in the air shortly. I would imagine Asher going to stock up here and then head for ice. Where is Bert gonna go though?
Yeah, ice is always one of those ones, especially now that you know floater's loose. You have access to sea, you have access to sky. The volcano has a ton of chests. Ice is not one that I would necessarily go off the bat.
With canoe and floater found, we're done. I mean,
loose is accounted.
Yep, and the bottle should be the key. So, Show's actually going to get a big time save here by not doing all those fetches that ended up into the opal bracelet. If he windmill slams Gaia to get the key, he's gonna save himself a lot of time. And Asher's going sky. Sky.
I love it and I hate it. I love it and I hate it. Again, you got Brack if you can get there. But it's a long trek to get there.
Warmech is vanilla. So Sky isn't exactly scary. Per se. You don't have a Topher level boss waiting for you. But the French vanilla floater.
And Spells out hot on those heels. He will be airborne, but again, yeah, he is that fetch quest. Not only the fetch quest itself, but the fetch quest on foot behind. Show did eat a wipe deep. Bert's got that extra experience now that he did see. Asher has had a clean game so far, but we know he's barking up the wrong tree.
And Show is out. Gonna paddle on down the river system, pick that airship up out the ground, and be in the sky.
Yeah, Lord Fizzle Beef in chat. Like, with the magic you have, I just don't know how comfortable I would feel about going into Sky and coming out the other side.
Happy birthday, Spells App. You're gonna get through this fight and you're gonna get a floater.
And the other thing with doing Sky with the magic is that it's a great place to pick up levels as you go. Just really good experience for fight. But with the magic you have, you're going to want to be avoiding those fights, so you're not going to pick up the levels you want. We'll see. Asher has the knowledge of that really good tile. He did a couple bits. He got a katana, got a Zeus gauntlet.
Yep. A good grip of money and some pretty crappy armor.
I was gonna say he has Mazza and Katana, but it looks like he opted for the 3-man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that free Katana will be nice if folks check that floor in Mirage. Is anybody keeping their... Okay, Bird's got their ninja up because they kind of have to. That's the only real melee damage dealer that he's got, and he's gonna check out the on-rack on it, so delaying that ice check a little bit longer.
Show is keeping him up, but in slot 2.
That makes sense. I mean, if anything, it proves that he is keeping it up for the long haul.
Yeah, Sky, a lot of chests, good experience. I don't know with the magic you have that it's... I don't know that I would have went there just yet, but it is definitely something, you know, when you have that one loose item and it's your floater, I could definitely see going, you know what, we're doing it.
And
There we go.
The solved key. Where do you go, Show? You got the world at your feet. So upside for Spells app is Show may be the first one in the air, but he still has all these checks to make.
Yeah, he has the benefit of the airship. He's going to have another thing from that is, like I said, we have dragon armor, we have opal, we have the tail.
And we got a power bonk in Sky 1. So, minor reward for Asher here.
Yeah, never say no to that. Looks like he's opting to keep his... He might be running 2-man.
It's a bold strategy, Demon Frog.
I mean, with the experience you're getting, piling onto that red mage and the fighter, you know you got some good gear coming once you get in the air.
Spells app is out of ice with that floater. Asher's making his way to Sky 2. Show is continuing on through the air. Gonna go promote, it looks like. And Bert is running from a whole pack of OK Man.
Yeah, that's not a... I mean, they're not hitting as hard as they could.
Yeah, I totally missed that being the spike tile and waterfall. That's kind of scary.
And with better magic, that'd be some good experience. Oh, and Asher, I didn't see what got him, but he resets out. I'm gonna try it again.
Hmm.
And yeah, even after resetting that, Black Mage's at 32, so he's definitely thinking 2-man strat.
Yeah, that's the problem with the 2-man is that it is feast or famine. And if you don't have orbs lit with these flags on, I don't know if it's time to drop to the 2-man. Spells that hops in the air at the 43.5-minute mark. Finds Crescent Lake. I believe this is the Gaia location, so that means Lefane is Elfland. So that's going to be a walk down there hoping for a level 3 nuke.
Yeah, we haven't seen Nuke, we haven't seen Fade, I don't know if we've seen Invisible 2. There's quite a bit of magic they're wanting. Normally, if you can route out Lefine, that's great. With it being Elfland and all the magic that we don't know yet, I think you're going to end up wanting to make a trip down there.
Yep, we got the gold bracelets there too.
That is a welcome sight for what has been kind of an armor-starved seed so far. I don't know if anybody go back yet and pick up those pro rings. So I think some mages might still have nothing on.
So Spells app gets the rod from the old men, and once he turns in that bottle, he's effectively in go mode. Which looks like he's going to be right now.
Yep, and you have the gear that you feel comfortable. He was going to pick up a ribbon, most likely in Volcano.
I don't know. It wasn't that top left room on the Agama floor. That's an easy one to skip, and especially because it was the one guarded by the spike tile. So at the roughly the 45-minute mark, Spell Zap hits go mode. He's got good gear. I'd imagine he's gonna go promote, throw all that armor onto his warriors, and start clearing these Fiend done.
Yeah, but Dragon Armor, Opal, he's gonna be able to take those hits from carry that Show was unfortunately not able to.
Yep.
Show, even though he's in go mode and he knows where A ribbon is, still checking some places.
So Show still isn't technically in go mode. Still has to dig up the loot and the rod. Looks like he never finished that quest chain.
Oh, okay.
And he still has to go get the cube out of where he is.
Well, regardless, he knows there's nothing loose.
Right. He is rewarded with the game changer. And off stream, we had a forfeit from One Fine Day. I would imagine something that we've seen our runners get hung up on early on got the best of them, and RNG took them out.
Yeah, with Elfland being in Lafine, Magic has just not been fantastic. And it looks like, from what I've seen so far, it looks like a lot of good Magic was hiding out in Elfland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we didn't see the level 8 shops, but there's still a good chance with both of those spell levels being open that we're going to get some good stuff there. And there's Show picking up his slack.
Somebody checked Lafine and didn't have anything. Fast, level 3. That's a pretty solid level to find fast.
Yeah, hopefully it's not sharing a level with Invis 2 or something like that. Just Life, okay. It's pretty good.
Then we see our level 4. We got Invis 2, Harm 4.
And Cure 3. Solid white magic.
And there it is.
There it is. Nuke. So the upside to Show doing these fetch quests much later than Spell Zap is he's doing it with the benefit of the airship, so he's going to get them done a lot quicker.
Yeah, I imagine he's tying up some loose ends, and he may have a word or two for carry.
Mm-hmm. Grabbing that promotion lock temper. It's a good call. That's that veteran memory.
Yeah, depending on how deep he goes in Sky, Bonk was in, I think it was Sky 1 on that right side. That's a room I will check. It's got quite a few chests, but also is very easy to write off if you're ready to go.
So Asher foregoing the ice incentive location and slamming down on the chest dense dungeons is going to delay his floater by that much longer after basically clearing Sky.
Yeah, he will be rewarded with that defense with the ribbon. If he can pull off the carry kill, he'll get the orb, and he'll be in the neighborhood. If you've done what Asher has done, ice is it's what you do next.
Mm-hmm. And here comes Spell Zap making his way through the volcano, not proc gen floors. Let's find out if he's going to get that ribbon.
Yeah, so far that ribbon in top left volcano is the only one we've found. And there's not a whole lot of places it can be hiding that we haven't seen. I don't think that Asher made it deep in the Sky. So there's still got a couple of chests in the upper levels of Sky that could be hiding an extra ribbon.
He does find the Topher ready Agamas.
I also finds out that they're not playing today.
And the guards are giving the business to Bert and Mirage. As he is clearly Team Sky Sky Sky, and Spellzap skip. Oh, did he grab it? Looks like he grabbed it.
I don't know that spell stopped.
I feel like he was walking from that top left of the room when I looked back up after watching Bert stream. But we'll find out soon.
Yeah, but after picking up that nuke, you got Mazza on promotion. You're feeling pretty confident, though. He is definitely playing a little fast and loose. 80 some odd hit points. Going for it. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on his armor. He did not go to his armor screen. Show is showing off, let's say. Going back to Marsh.
There goes the carry fight. Oh, he didn't get the ship out of here. What? Oh, he's doing a grind down here. Okay.
I don't hate that. That's not bad. Not knowing that the you have the Zombie D Wizvamp in Earth.
Yeah, but we don't have any of the orbs lit, and that's our only progressive XP. So it's an interesting move.
And
Show's a better runner than me, so.
Spells that looks like he. Oh yeah, Show did not get the ship out of here.
Wow. Okay.
So that's kind of cute. If you got to the canoe and bailed, you would have been fine. Bert picking up his bonk. We'll see if he can make it out.
You think Bert is in here to kill Tiamat as well?
You're here and you got Brack. It's hard to say no. And Spellzap looks like he's just gonna say there better be a ribbon between here and Chaos in a free chest because he's got foot to the gas.
Mm-hmm. And Asher coming back for that ribbon.
And Spell not even taking some of the free chest. Oh, there we go. Okay, he's taking a few of them. Yeah, one ribbon, especially with level 1 life 2 in a night. I always say when you have life on a night, you get a little more brave than you should be sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I always forget to buy magic for my promoted characters. He gets the Sun Sword. Nice. Throw it on the Red Mage. Or Red Wizard, but...
Yeah, he almost certainly won't be picking up the Vorpal that was locked Quinaria, and with his chest sea skip, and he's not making a trip into that castle.
Yeah, I would imagine he's not going to check any of those key locked items. Bert digs up the X-Cal. Nice vendor item for him.
And getting that ship and then bailing. I'm not sure why he went to get that ship.
I wonder if he thinks progressive item XP is on and wanted that, maybe thought it was an extra 5%. I don't know.
I mean, it is a pretty solid grind tile if that's what he was there for. I could kind of get behind that. And Asher showing a little trick that I don't see too often. Instead of walking back through that trap tile, just taking a warp.
Absolutely. Bert did find the French vanilla X-Cal in the adamant chest. It's a lovely find. Here comes Asher's shot at redemption.
Throwing out that early quad X, I like it. Hoping for turn order, didn't work out for him. Unfortunately, his knight did get darked with that ink, but it didn't matter. Takes out Karen. And we got an Orblet on Asher's side. Then we got Spells that pulling Lich.
Lich eats the Massa Swing, but falls to the Fire 3. Spellzap continuing to burn his way through this seed.
And Bert is doing better than I would have expected for having 4 spells total per mage in Sky. Last floor with chests. This is the floor that has some really nice experience.
Gets a Bane Sword.
Bane Sword, that is perfect. You got the Wizard Staff and Volcano right before Carry. You got Bane Sword here. Throw that on your thief.
Show heading to Ordeal's gonna pick up his cube. Asher making his way through ice, gonna get that floater. Gonna get the loose bottle to turn, or the incentive bottle to turn into the key. Everybody's getting there. And the Sun Sword was right before the Vampire and Lich. So this is an interesting little loadout.
You know, every now and then I roll a seed, and you know I give him a couple, you know, little present here, a little gift there. Alright, got this last handful of chests. Hoping Opal Shield, some cash. Ice Sword and cash. Where are those other ribbons hiding?
TOF locked.
I like it.
Validation chest. So we got the defense sword, we got the white shirt, we got all the free evasion we need.
I think there was even ruse at level 1, but you'd be really hard pressed to spend those charges with them sharing life too.
Yeah, we're basically, the game basically gave the runners, didn't matter what route they took, the gear that they'll need. Bert got a little confused. He was gonna go up and left on Sky 3. He was gonna go the right way, and then he said, "No, let me go right."
Righten up, team. Righten up.
I mean, it's fine. Looks like Bert got lost.
Uh-oh, did he? That's a bad feeling.
Hey, he's a duck. He's still learning.
At this point, if I got lost, I'd think about warping and trying again, rather than wander on this floor. Good experience, very, very dangerous. Especially when the airs decide to sleep you. Yeah, I don't know what monster thought up of shuffling the Sky 4 teleport.
These are Gouda flags. We can blame Gouda.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he just got lost or if it's on. That's one thing I don't recall. That let me pull it up real quick.
It is on. The teleporters are randomized.
All right, Gouda is a monster. We can confirmed.
So what's your strategy here? This was a flag we saw a lot in the co-op tournament. So but here we go. Spellzap. Gonna first attempt to take out Kraken.
My strategy is panic.
It's a solid strategy.
Now I usually do like a spiral thing, get about 2 things out, and then forget where I'm at and just be sad.
Well, Bert is the first one to get that information. I wonder if he just forgot, or it's one of those flags you forget is on because muscle memory kicks in. It's just like, oh, I'm not gonna check this.
All right, well, back to square one. So maybe we can. It looks like he might not realize it's on because he did do the up 2 over 2. And he is running. He is out of heals. He's got 2 left.
He found it.
All right. I know we usually ask for our bless RNGs. I think for Bert's sake, let's not. Oh, unrunnable metal slimes. No, that's unfortunate that you're burning those brack charges because that's what you're hanging your hat on right now.
Well, he got lucky and only had to get through 1 Fire 3 to get it done.
That's not too bad. Bert has been playing aggressive, and I love it. 1 for 1. There was a dragon here. Whatever.
Broken into pieces. He gets his second orblet. Alright, Bert. So I think this is a perfect time to highlight the fact that in about 2 weeks or so, we're going to have our second Duck Derby, and you'll get the opportunity to see Bert run amongst the other ducks. You'll get to see that he's not the only one out there that's running strong in our duck pond. And like I said, he's only been in the community for about 3 weeks. So if you're out there watching this and you want to get into this game, there's no time like right now to join the Discord, get looped into the duck pond. Gregory Puff will get you up through his boot camp in about 8 weeks or so, and just in time to join the spring tournament in March. It's going to be, if you're wondering if it's time, the answer is it's time.
Yeah, jump in now. You'll get a little bit of experience and get some time in. Join us for the we do 5 rounds of Swiss tournament where nobody's eliminated, so you have at least 5 weeks of competition, followed by a usually 16-person brackets. So yeah, go ahead and join us. We got probably one of the best new player things going for randomizers. I've never seen a new person just group of people willing to help and get you taught. And Gregory and Lord Fizzle specifically, man, they don't play around. Like, oh, it's your 3rd seed, full shuffle, floors, towns, it's getting shuffled.
Yeah, and even if you don't want to race competitively, there's plenty of folks that are in the Discord that just like to run casual games and just play it for fun. You'll get the opportunity to run in 3 different weekly seeds that are posted by several more prominent members of the communities like Asher and Spellzap, and Crab Cakes is also in there running the challenge seeds with Spellzap. Like, so there's a lot of fun stuff to do.
Yep, we also just rolled out a spectator role so that even if you just like watching, just join us. We'll give you a little ping when we got some stuff coming up.
Yep, you'll never miss a race.
And yeah, Spellzap has had foot on gas, getting ready to light his 4th orb. He don't need no ribbon. He just needs a couple of nukes. And it looks like Bert is going to take the longest possible route to get in the air. But he may not win the race, but he's definitely won our hearts with that early sea, early sky play. And Asher, seeing all those juicy spells he's been missing out for that long, gonna see that level 4 nuke. And for Bert's sake, at least, that level 4 Saber also, if he will be pretty nice, although I think he does have the power gauntlet. Bert finding the 4 Agama has all kinds of fun stuff to get some experience off of that. Alright, Asher spelled up. Show making his climb should be able to get through this, no problem. Spells at, let's see here. Let's see what strategy he uses. Like I was saying before, I try some kind of spiral, get about 2 things out, and forget where I'm at and get sad. Spells up, I'm sure, much better than me, will be able to figure this out. And Show still digging. He must be looking for another ribbon. We know that it's not going to find it here. It does find the katana, Zeus gauntlet, good for his thief. Oh no, spells that instead of a spiral, doing a little zigzaggy thing.
Is Spells App having trouble with the teleporter maze?
Yeah.
It looked like, based on what Bert did, it looked like it was up 3/1, roughly.
I got dizzy at one point and lost count.
It happens. It happens to the best of us. This is coming from the guy that spent 7.5 minutes walking on a Procgen volcano and lost a race to Dangwood because of it. Procgen's still a lot of fun though. It's probably one of my favorite things that the game does. Oh, but you found it.
Alright, so one of I think my favorite thing that we've done recently is the tri-state flag. Like, you know what? We have a randomizer and it's random, but it's not random enough.
That makes one of us on the comms team that likes tri-state options. My brain can't work well unless it's specific tri-state things. I have a hard time dealing with it.
And we have a robot chicken.
We got a robot. He spent enough time wandering around the sky maze.
And spells that being the hero we deserve.
He has to take it. Warmack's unrunnable.
Oh, did not see that. Oh, it has Bane! Oh no! No ribbons.
He fasted a corpse.
Nuke! That's what... nuke it! Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
He's got the white shirt on the black mage. Getting those stacks up. He does have a spell list, though. Alright, give him a think.
He's out of nukes.
I don't think he got that much damage off before, so yeah, I don't know that quad X is gonna happen.
He's getting lucky.
Yeah, he had enough time to get the white shirt stacks up. He's max evade. But there is a spell list. There's a fire 3. Pretty much the next spell's got it. He's black shirting and praying. 25. This is not where you want to be.
He's doing it though. Warmack's swinging and missing.
There it is. Just that quick. One Bane and pretty much the entire climb. He has to do it again.
Well, we got Show a floor behind the Sky 3 or Sky 4 teleporter maze. Gonna get that information real quick that he's gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, now that Spells app knows where the teleporter is, if he can just beeline straight there, maybe missed that, or I couldn't tell. I don't remember if he soft or hard reset. But yeah, he's gonna kind of regret that lack of ribbons, and there's why.
I think what Spells Apps Run Through Sky highlights is how lucky Bert was to get through this, because Bert came in here with lower levels and a much squishier party comp. He came in here unpromoted with a thief, 2 red mages, and a black mage, and only 2 spell levels, and got through no problem. Not I won't say no problem, but minimal compared to what Spells App's going through here.
I think I think that Spell had a pretty reasonable time, other than when he got the robot chicken.
Oh dear God, chat's asking for a recap, and it's been an hour and 10 minutes. Okay, I can do this. I just have to believe. Okay, so we have Shuffle Town. We have Orb XP turned off. And we have no incentivized loose items, but Canoe and Floater were not incentivized, so we know that they were going to be kicked loose. The King gave us the Oxyale, Sarah gave us the Vicky gave us the Ruby, the Vendor and Provoca also had the Slab, Marsh had a loose canoe on the bottom of Marsh. Marsh also had the incentivized ship. Sarda held on to the Ruby. The Prince held the TNT, which turned into the loot from Narek. LaFane, the Slab turned into the Crown. Robot had the Chant. The Ordeals incentive location had the Cube. Astos had the Crystal. Matoya gave the Adamant, which turned into an Opal Bracelet. Ice had the incentive bottle that turned into the key. Ice also held on to the loose floater behind the Frosty chest. And the Sages had the. We have found only 1 ribbon in the Agama floor behind the Grey Worm chest in the top left room, and the Skyford teleporters are on. So thanks, Gouda.
And just that quick, Spells App able to get through Sky, no problem that second time. Getting his 4th orb. And we'll see. He rolled the dice and kind of lost, but he's still way ahead with going ribbon left.
Absolutely. So he's going to make that Topher play. And question in chat, was that all from memory? No, because we have the wonderful Kevin McLeod doing the tracking for us with some support from Danny383, one of the race crew leads over on the Final Fantasy Randomizer Discord. She's helping us out with some notes as well. So we couldn't do it as commentators without the tracking crew, and we got Lord Fizzlebeef doing the restream. We won't be able to even watch this without him helping out. So thank you to the behind the scenes crew for helping out.
You're a better man than I, because if I just rattled that off, yes, that was from memory.
Yes, I am very smart.
It totally didn't sound like I was just reading off a piece of paper, I promise.
Right. Okay, so Bert lights his 3rd orb. Asher's working to his 3rd orb. And Show, welcome to the party, pal. Come to the Sky. It'll be a good time. Have a few laughs. Get lost in the teleporter maze.
Bert almost doing a reverse boss order here. Giving a little think.
He did do. Oh, he almost did reverse boss order. He did Kraken first.
Yeah, I was pretty close.
Yeah. Still. Oh, we lost Bert. GG, Bert. Come back. We hardly knew you. Well, we're going to work on fixing that. As Spells App enters Topher at the 1 hour, 14 minute, 13 second mark. Let's go.
And Spells App pulling a rabbit tail out of somewhere. Ribbon in the locked Topher chest that you mentioned earlier.
I told you I'm smart. Got that big brain. It's big brain time.
That's all he wanted. He didn't win. And if you thought Spell's foot was on the gas before, it's through the floor now.
Yep, he even got the Vorpal sword to throw on to Dang, so Dang can do something as that ninja. And we got Bert back, so big shout out to Lord Fizzleby for doing the quick restream, regathering. Thank you for doing.
Yeah, for a minute there, I thought Bert was like going, "Uh-oh, where have I not been?" Because we've all done that. Staring at the inventory screen going, there's something somewhere, I don't know where it is.
He's about to get it.
Yep, he's about to get it.
And I'm imagining he's going to kick himself in the butt as hard as he can, but upside, he's only got one orb to light, and he can just warp out of here and go do what he's got to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Rando's gonna rando. You have enough people running a race, someone's gonna go to the place we're supposed to go last.
And he does the warp, and he's out. Spells out, just crushing some gas Ds.
Yeah, he's coming in at level 22. I think boss's roll as high as somewhere in the 220, 250 range. Low 20s is, I don't know how I feel about low 20s on that percent.
So he's coming back out, gonna do some quick adjustments. He got those levels, and now he looks like maybe he's gonna go back out. So, Demon Frog. Someone ran into a T-Rex on the world map. That's a pretty rare encounter. It almost would fall into the 8th slot of the encounter table. It's pretty weird, huh?
I know! It got fixed! For quite a while, when we shuffled some encounter rarity, there was a plus where a minus should have been, or something marked the wrong way, and we kind of sort of forgot that 8 encounters weren't there.
So you want to talk about someone with their foot on the gas. Someone that's new to this community, joined following the spring tournament of 2019. Thundercloud came in, guns blazing, through the co-op tournament with his partner Minochi85, and just finished in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 17 minutes, 5 seconds. So if you're still sitting out there thinking that this can't be you in just a few months, Thunderclaw would like to have some words with you.
Yeah, like I said, we have a great Duckling community. I don't like it because that means that I don't play as well as I would like to because of these stinking new people. It's good for you guys.
I got 2 words for you, Demon Frog. Get good.
I tried.
I'm doing my best. Just do what I do and just forfeit. It's fine. You can't lose if you give up.
Alright, Show looks like finally deciding, got his 1 orb, says, I like the feeling of getting these orbs lit. Picks up what is his first, so we know where 2 of the ribbons are. That's probably what he's been looking for all this time.
We're likely to not find that 3rd ribbon unless somebody decides to check like Earth 3 and it's in like the Manticore spike tile chest.
Alright, yeah, Bert airborne finally. Just to go see all that juicy Elfland magic, fast nuke. Visible 2, all kinds of goodies. Oh, we see... Oh, Gouda! Gouda decides to give us some flags and show up in chat. What's up, Gouda?
It's a brave man that shows up in chat after what he did to us.
Especially slipping in that 4th floor sky teleporter shuffle, you monster. That's right, I'll call you a monster when you're in chat.
Show Fukamachi. taking on Carrie, trying to light his second orb. Asher, he's invited to the Feels Bad party now, as Spellzap is working his way through the Earth floor. Get some decent XP now that he's got all 4 orbs lit. And Bert found Elfland, so he's getting he's about to get that good news, that nuke news.
The one thing he should have done is promoted before coming here, and that's something that, again, he's been here 3 weeks. But if you promoted beforehand, first off, there is some white magic that would be locked behind promotion for the Red Wizards, and also that nuke would have been learnable on his promoted ninja along with Saber.
Yeah,
that he will not be able to get now. But
well, that's the thing. He's new to the community, so you're a veteran Demon Frog, so you got that veteran advice. But I'm sure Bert will watch this VOD back, and that will be a lesson that he'll take with him, because he could have easily done the head math to know Elfland has to be at Lefane. Let me go do this promotion, and it gives me 1 more white magic slot on my reds, but it gives me those 2 full spell slots with the ninja.
Yep, everyone makes those newbie mistakes. I still remember a match early on I had to forfeit because I beat the Pirates. I forgot to talk to Vicky.
I've done that too. I think my duckiest mistake was I think it was mostly nerves, but in my very first spring tournament race against the venerable Will Cleosis in spring tournament 2019, I beat Garland, reset out because I'm good at what I do, and lost all that progress and had to do that whole fight system again, and cost me easily like 2-3 minutes, and I lost that race by less than 30 seconds. So if you want to talk to somebody that's been kicking themselves in the butt for 9 months, hey, I'm here on the Discord if you need to talk to me.
Oh, got another robot chicken on Asher's side. Yeah, see, that's why we're in the booth.
Yeah.
All this time we've been talking spells app, we just look up and, oh gee, Kraken 2's dead. Don't even know what happened to it, just gone.
Well, we should probably look up in that top left corner of the screen. As the robot falls, the Fire 3s come out, and he's working on burning down some more.
Yeah, we got a bit of a race here between Asher and Bert. Bert was looking a little rough to begin with, but he could just fly through Earth. That goes pretty quick.
Yep, that's gonna. So Asher should beat him into Topher, but if Topher shows us something that we didn't see on Spellzap's side, an early round 1 nuke or something like that might have just got missed over, we could see these two holding hands through Topher.
Alright, Tiamat opening up a little wimpy Fire 2.
She's pretty squishy.
Yeah, even without Fast and Temper, that master was putting in the work. Slow 2.
Ooh, 10 hits, 716. T is not long for this world.
Slow 2 is non-elemental, despite it clearly should be Earth. Not
Time.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Devs, come on.
More time. I think you can make an argument. Wow, Tia takes another hit for 10 hits, 830 damage, and still standing. So Tia definitely rolled high on the HP, but not enough to survive that quad.
Quad X, great spell, will kill almost anything that is under 300 hit points.
Yep, just to point out, these boss stats rolled 43% to 230%, so we could see a pretty chunky chaos here.
Yeah, 230 is putting Chaos potentially at or close to evade cap if he happens to roll up near that 230 on evade.
And I don't think we saw spells that pick up a spell from the Lock family. The Lock or Lock 2, which with these flags on is guaranteed to work and lower that evade. Here we go. Go ahead and call it, Demon Frog.
All right. Yep. Gets the fast. Temper going much more aggressive. He could have Invisible 2, getting that white shirt out. Let's see your first swing, 99 damage, 3 hits. First round nuclear. We might have a Topher with a little bit of teeth in it.
Tiefer.
I like it. Couple of Temper, saw Cure 4, 3 hits, 54 damage. Game changer, not changing the game that much. Followed up immediately by Ice 3, takes out his... Oh, man mode. We are man mode chaos. Did remember, pick up that ruse. That is a fantastic spell. Great time to use it. Don't need those life 2s anymore. Get evasion cap. And we are swinging. Zap, misses, 3 hits, 350 damage. Hold A to win. And there we go. Terminated. Official SRL time. 1 hour, 25 minutes, 52 seconds.
GG spells that. Wow. That was a clutcher. And unfortunately, he's not gonna be able to join us for an interview. He said he's got to run. So GG spells that. That was a clincher of a Topher there at the end. I know my body tends to pucker when there is only one person left alive, and I've got to fight chaos.
And one thing I didn't see, and I as soon as Chaos casted Zap, I did not see if Spell Zap moved that ribbon to the night. That is something that I forget more times than I remember.
Yeah, but then again, Demon, that's why we're up here and not in the race room, because I'm in the same boat. Oh, did you move that ribbon? No.
Yes, I got 3 out of 256 that it wasn't fair.
I'm banking on MDef.
You realize that that we can go back and look at what you did. Shush!
We don't need to do that. And we got the 4 times Agama grind here for Bird. Wants to get a little bit more cushion before he dives into Topher. We know that he's lit all 4 of his orbs, so this is the optimal time to do a grind, but blink and you miss it. When the hell did Sho get all of his orbs lit? Then that's what veterans can...
Sho found that ribbon. That's what he was kind of dragging his feet and digging for. Was looking for that ribbon. He got it. He said, all right, 1 ribbon. I'm good to do this. Yeah, feels bad. Agama's having rub. That's not great. Invisible 2. Obviously not dangerous, but feels bad when they get it off and you gotta sit there and wait for it.
How high do you think he's going to take this 4 times Agama grind?
Massa on Fighter, 24 would be where you get your next hit. You can plan on... I mean, I would stop probably now. And you can plan on picking up those extra few levels on the way. But one thing that takes a good amount of time when you're first starting out is figuring that out exactly, as where do I go for these flags and my gear and my party? Where do I go to level wise? And that's something that just takes time and seeds and watching other people and just figuring it out. So he might be, since he's a bit on the newer end of the people we got running, maybe being a little safer than you expect.
Yeah, with how I won't say reckless he was playing, but he was definitely had a very cavalier approach to this game, wiping Kraken with Brack at like the 30-minute mark, our first orblet by a long shot, and then doing the same thing going into Sky with just level 1 and 2 spells at like the mid-teens and taking down Tia and all of Sky Castle. Definitely playing fast and loose in the early game to kind of take a step back, collect your levels, now dive Topher. I mean, it's not a wrong play, but it definitely kind of, I feel like it's a more humble play. Let me make sure that I'm ready to go in here. and it's pretty good.
Yep, he had that 24-25 mark. Made sure he had that swing on the Mazza. And that's right. I forgot he didn't have a 9. He's going the all black mage, all black magic every day.
Yeah, his team was Cavalier from the jump with the ninja double red black.
I do like that he put the katana on the ninja. That frees up the Mazmoon, so you have 2 people that can swing.
Mm-hmm. And I missed if he got the Vorpal out of the Canaria lock, but he essentially could have 3 good swords on his on 3 of his party members.
And so we got a bit of a race here between the 3 on stream that are remaining, all in 10 bull fiends at the same time.
Yeah, any wipe here, kind of, this is anybody's race between the 3 of these runners. We know that at least the first 3 fiends were kind of pushovers with how quickly Spellzap got through them. Tia, a little bit chunky, but not too scary. But Chaos, radioactive with that first turn nuclear.
Yeah, and that's going to be a big thing, especially for Bert. He's going to have to rely a lot on turn order to get that Cure 4 off on the ninja, because that ninja is not likely to survive back-to-back nuclear to ice 3.
And I missed if he picked up heal 3 at level 4 white magic for the reds. I think it was in the first slot. It might have been second slot and locked out. But we got Asher on Kraken 2. Gonna do is respecting Kraken, getting the white shirts and the buffs up.
Yeah, Kraken just likes to hug, like a lot of hugs. Oh no!
And Kraken displays his namesake.
Alright, gotta revert. We don't have anyone with a good sword up. Luckily, I was able to chip him down long enough. 1 nuke down, life 2, it's like it never happened. Yeah, insta-death and the low ribbons found on the seed. Bane taking out Spellzap early, that crack. Again, you're talking about pucker factor early. You see a crack and you only have 1 ribbon, you definitely start to pucker up a little bit.
Yep, absolutely. And Carrie giving Show a little bit of trouble.
Going for mega swag with a Bane sword, but gets it with a swing.
Here we go, Bert on. I don't think we saw Cake. Nobody pull out the dang strap.
Yeah, I don't know that I saw where Quake landed. It didn't matter. There was a roughly skeleton-shaped speed bump somewhere before those steps.
It's fine. It's only January 2nd. It's not Lich's birthday. We'll give him Cake another time. Here comes Asher taking on Tia 2.
And you see Asher there with lock, knowing, like I said, 230%. You're looking at potentially close to or max evade chaos. Having that lock in the back pocket now that it's 100% is great to have, especially if you have power bonk and lock, fast temper. You can definitely take that chaos down.
And Birds are already on Carry 2, Show on Kraken 2, Asher on Tia 2. This is a super tight toe for these runners. Are probably all going to finish within like 2 minutes of each other, if no one wiped.
Yeah, Show kind of coming out of nowhere. He was kind of, I felt a little aimless there for a bit.
Uh-oh, did we buy life 2 on the night? Because this is going to be real bad. Asher goes right side, gets ready to pull chaos.
Alright, we'll see if he can survive. He's got his knight. He should be fine. I'm really looking forward to Bert's fight with that opening round nuclear.
That sounds so mean. He did go back and get life 2. So Show is able to course correct and get everybody back up and head down to Tier 2 as Bert's pulling carry Kraken 2. Asher buffing up.
Yep, fades. I'm sorry, tempers fast. Haven't seen any invisible chaos kind of toying with him throughout the Ice 3. Good swing on that Black Mage. Hasn't seen the nuclear yet. White shirt and Mazza swing 4-hit 158. Get a few more temper stacks on there. Sees that he wasn't hitting, only hit 4 times, throws out a lock. There you go, 544. Stacking more tempers, stacking more buffs.
It would be a
Get that
terrible
night swinging.
It would be a terrible time for Chaos to throw out that nuclear. But Asher, GG's with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 35 minutes, 37 seconds.
And Tiamat smacking Show around a little bit. Still throwing out power bonk, white shirt. Oh, Tiamat has a nuclear deep in the pool as well. And 1 hit for 35 damage. What happened on Show's side with Tiamat?
I don't know, but Bert is knocking on the door.
I'm wondering if a slow 2 may have landed on an inopportune place when we were watching the Chaos fight on Asher's side.
You'd hate to see it.
Yeah, your fast casters are down because he's only hitting that. Oh, this is no bueno. Yeah, 1 hit. I think slow 2 landed on Show's night.
Yeah, but 1 hit still 175. It's decent enough damage. It looks like he's evade capped. This is just gonna be a slow fight. Bert showing some swag, trying to get the Brack to go through on Tia. He's doing the YOLO swag.
And he does it!
Oh man, Bert! He's 3 for 3 Brack and Fiends. Bert with the hearts and minds play, just winning the fans over out here. GG Bert on that Brack through Tia 2. That's some hype stuff right there, man. Bert's doing it.
Oh man, normally we have Lord Fizzle and Greggly Puff teaching these ducklings. I think we got Split Punched teaching Bert over here.
Yeah, that's some next level stuff. Is Bert gonna be one of the next meme fiend killers? But Show's through, so this is gonna be a race through the chaos fight. He gets the Twilight Fan Club, the Vampire Party Pack, as he's diving down. But can Bert get through Chaos's first round nuclear if it shows up with his party comp? Very low health, even at max 8.
Yeah, that nuclear will have a chance to wipe pretty much the entire party if it rolls up.
Comes out with the defense. Spooky gets punched. Caleb the Red... Hey, I like it. Caleb the Red Wizard's throwing out Invis to Caleb and Dang. Doing the thing. Here comes the white shirt. Nobody the ninja, I'm imagining, is getting buffed up to swing that moss. As Show is throwing out white shirts, buffing up with fasts. And we're about to have ourselves a party.
Yeah, Bert slow playing it, definitely getting those defenses up. Doesn't know that nuclear is in the chamber.
Oh, here it comes. He's switching.
Show lucking out, seeing the Ice 3. Starts to swing, 4 hits, 157 on Show's side. Gets the and there's the nuclear out of Chaos.
It's time to go. It's time to go, Bert.
Only eats his Black Mage. He's got everybody up, continuing with those power bongs. He's evade capped.
You gotta switch those reds to... Oh, he's out of nukes. Okay.
and Show just throwing more tempers. Swing, hit, 769, 4 hits. There we go, Show. And
GG Show. GG Bert, 6 seconds apart.
6 second differential. We got Show with 1 hour, 39, 58 seconds. Bert coming in at 1 hour, 40 minutes, 4 seconds. Right before those two chaoses, we were joined in the booth, but we wanted to get the call out for chaos by Asher. Asher, just walk us through it.
Oh, I mean, there was a lot of deaths, and there was a lot of, well, not really tears, but lots of deaths. I mean, I was kind of feeling it when I saw Cube and Chime early, so I kind of sing a little song to myself, which is what would Spellzap do if he was here right now? And he would dive Sky. So I went for Sky, and I went for Sky twice, and ambushing rock goals killed me. And I had in my brain the whole time, I saw Zap somewhere, and I didn't pick it up for some reason. But the play was to go Volcano and then Ice, which is typically would have done. So that's the tail of the tape. Those nasty Earths wiping me and Topher didn't help either.
Yeah, early Sky is good experience. A lot of chests. I mean, it's not a bad call. I mean, you had the entire world was open. It could be anywhere. The floater could be anywhere.
Yeah,
so
and with these flags, early Sky's a little bit of a curious play because you only get progressive scaling based on the orbs that you have. So going Volcano might have been safer, but I was going for chest density because I was still looking for floater, and I thought, I have Massa, I have Brack, I have Fire 3. That takes care of most things. Unfortunately, it didn't do a good enough job.
alrighty. Also joined, we got Show and Bert. Bert, you are the people's champion, let's say.
Oh, why is that?
The cojones, we'll say, for the early C play. Then going, you know what? I'm gonna double down. We're
Well,
going to Sky.
If I have Brack, I'm going to both of those dungeons, no problem.
So I think what Demon Frog is getting at, Bert, is you were racing on a restream race with 3 of the best in the game here, and you were the only one that didn't bring a fighter, and Windmill slammed C then Sky with just level 1 and 2 of magic, unpromoted, with a thief, 2 red mages, and a black mage, and the C didn't punish you for it. And then getting the Brax off on Kraken, on Tia, and then doubling down and getting the Brack on Tia too. I think chat lost its mind.
But that's an easy one. That's a 6% chance. It only takes 2 most of the time.
That's an easy one. 6% chance. Let's do it. I love it.
And then also joined by Show. Show, you seemed kind of the middle game, wandering around a bit. Well, what were you doing? Checking some of those out of the way chests.
I was looking for a second ribbon because I like to have safety. Because I knew about the one in the volcano, of course, after I wiped to carry one, that one being there. But I was just hoping for a second one, but obviously that didn't come to fruition. And I probably spent 5 minutes looking for stuff that I didn't need.
So Spellzap found a second ribbon, but it was his first ribbon, and it was the only other ribbon that we saw on stream. We saw a few of the runners grab the ribbon out of the Agama floor in the top left room, and then Spellzap found one in TOF locked in the top right room in that second chest.
Oh,
So the troll ribbon was there if you looked.
oh man. But, and also Marsh Cave, the incentive ship, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, we're like, what the heck is he doing in Marsh? And we're like, oh, he's going back to the vampire tile. He's going to grind. You grab your ship and leave, and we're all like, okay.
Well, after wiping, like at the beginning, a whole bunch of times to those vampires, because it just was not... were not friendly for low-level characters. But, I mean, I found the floater before. You know, I just wanted to check, since it was an incentivized chest, to see what it was. And it ended up, of course, being shit, and I kind of laughed at it.
No, that race though, I mean, it was a lot of fun because from the get-go, you got early ship, early canoe. and that just we saw everybody go different ways, doing different things, and it was great seeing Bert slam down C. You know, he wiped at one point, said, "No, it won't beat me. I'm going back." So you go to Volcano early show. Ash saying, "You know what, Sky? The seed is just screaming Sky at me. I'm going to Sky." It was really fun seeing everyone kind of go different ways and have it all converge with a 6-second differential between Show and Bert. It was really fun to watch.
Well, I'm glad we can put on an entertaining race. Yeah, it was. I think with extended open progression, you know, it allows for a lot of variance and routing. So we'll probably see a lot of that if we keep similar flags.
It was worth pointing out that even though everyone probably individually was frustrated when they hit Sky 4, everyone forgot that the teleporter maze was on. We saw everybody make their 2 overs, 2 ups, 2 downs, whatever direction you go. We saw everybody do the routing, stop, and realize that this was the bad place, and then start circling back and trying to figure out where that teleporter was. And I think Bert found it the fastest of the 4 that we had restreamed.
Okay.
Wandered for a minute, went back to Sky 4, or went back to Sky 3, and then went back right, up to see him, just to make sure I didn't make a mistake.
Yeah, you can direct your curse words, not out loud, not now, but if you want to send a DM to Gouda, he's the one that apparently clicked that by mistake, and then conveniently didn't join the race. Gouda.
Something about a date night, please.
I'm surprised that what was it? Waterfall wasn't procedurally generated, because a lot of them have been procedurally generated recently. So I was like, wow, vanilla Waterfall.
So fun story, Show. When I think it was Spells App was the first one on the waterfall, and I commented to Demon Frog, said, "Wow, this waterfall looks weird." And we talked about the Proc Gen waterfall. We talked about Leggy Starscream and what she's done for the procedurally generated floors in the game. And it wasn't until I saw Spells App rounding the corner for the treasure boxes that I realized, oh, this was a vanilla waterfall. I just haven't seen vanilla waterfall in like 8 years, so I forgot what it looked like.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while for me as well.
No, but that was a fun race. And one thing I do want to point out, Bert, you know, you've been with us for 3, maybe 4 weeks, and you're already going, oh yeah, 6% Bractea 2. You are going to be scary.
Oh no, I've been here for 2.5 months. I'm a veteran now.
I love it. You are going to be scary come spring tournament time.
I think he's pretty scary now.
Yeah.
I would.
That was great. Like I said, it was really fun seeing a race where it wasn't just, all right, well, everyone has to go to Volcano, and then just seeing everybody branch out and then reconvene in Topher around the same time. Great race, guys. Anyone got some final thoughts?
Yeah, looking forward to more of these. Looking forward to the spring tournament. You know, everyone's going to be really, really challenging. You know, me being here for over 3 years at this point, you know, I've seen it grow and get hard and easy, and the laughs and the cries and everything. So I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks again, Randomizer, for hosting this, and thank you, commentators Rafe and Demon Frog, for doing all this.
Yes, and whoever it was, I have noticed that I am slowly becoming the Demoon for.
Team Maryland doing doing comms tonight. Asher, Bert, you guys got final thought?
Do we
I just want to say that.
Go first, Bert. Go, Bert.
Sure that loose items are no good, and that we should play Chaos Rampage for the spring tournament.
Noted.
Well, I just want to thank Randomania for having us again here on the weekly. It's very nice, good time for everybody, and thank you, Rafe, and ooh, Demo for oog. I can't pronounce that very well, but in terms of just everything the spring tournament, there's plenty of time to sign up, to join the Discord, get to know things better. I've had people pop even to my stream and say, hey, you know what? I found this on Randomania, and what do I learn about Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer more? There's a lot of great information for new players on the Discord, so by all means, go there, visit, check it out. We're all very happy to help. But thank you again, and I hope everybody had fun tonight.
Yep, and also a thank you to Lord Fizzleby for restreaming. And then we also got Kevin McLeod?
Just McLeod. Come on.
McLeod. We'll go with that. Going ahead and tracking for us. Danny also giving a little bit of an assist on the behind the scene notes so that we don't look stupid when you ask for a recap. It's been fun. We will see you guys around. We do a couple of weeklies. Join us on the Discord. We do some asyncs, challenge seeds, ducklings, all kinds of fun stuff. It has been fun. I am Demon Frog, joined by Caleb. We will see you guys next time.